Hi, I'm Debbie, Superstar Director. Let's chat a little bit about PRV consistency. One of the things that I find is that it is so awesome when you can be your own best customer. And I have to say this because I am my own best customer. I use everything that we have, and using all of our products has helped me so much with being able to share the love of the products. One thing I find is that people like for you to make recommendations. So as I'm talking to my customers or people who have not used Scentsy, they always want some feedback. They want recommendations. So I feel like, well, what better way to share with them about anything that we have is the best way to do that is by using the products. So you can give them some feedback on what to use, how much to use. For example, when I use the laundry products, I tell them what I experience. Now, I always like to give my experience because I always tell people everybody's different, but this is my experience. This is my take on how it works for me. And same thing with the diffusers. If I decide that I want to use a certain oil or a certain diffuser, I tell them what works for me. Same thing with the wax and the warmers. I tell them what works for me. And I always say, now it's different for everybody, but this works for me. And that's really what they want to hear. They want to hear what works for you. And I don't know any other way to make them be convinced than for them to hear what works for you. And something else I always do, for example, whenever somebody buys a warmer, I always say you make sure you buy your light bulbs because you cannot buy those bulbs from the store. You have to get those from us. And something else I do, I'll ask them, what do you plan on placing your warmer? If you plan on placing it on wood, why not try our stand so you can put it on a stand? Make recommendations. And as soon as you have the opportunity, make sure you make samples because I love to hand out samples. I like to have my hand cream with me in my purse. So when I'm out and about, I let people try my hand cream so that they can know that we sell so much more than wax and warmers. But the very moment that you introduce something to them, it'll pique their interest. And when you find that you're piquing their interest, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you had this. This is like so cool. Let me try this. So doing this on a regular basis, it always helps. And for several years, I've always known that I need to make sure that I hit my 2000 PRV mark because that's going to gain me 5% commission increase. So with that in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I know I need to do extra. In order to do extra, that means I got to do more with showing people that we have so much more to offer. And what better way to introduce it is to use the products. So I recommend that you use the products, use everything so that you can be able to explain to people the benefits of using the products and your own personal experience. That always works. I hope these tips work for you guys.